Hi, it's Miranda.
And Natalie from Custom Crops.
Today we're going to show you this awesome card that Natalie designed. I love it. We're going to be using Graphic 45 paper,
Yep. And the cool thing about Graphic 45 is that it was, this paper collection was brand new at CHA. And it's double-sided, so you get a lot of different variety when you buy one sheet. It's very vintage-y.
Vintage.
Yeah, which is a trend that we saw at CHA that was
Huge.
hot. So, and really great for home decor items. So if you're doing stuff, especially around the holidays, if you're decorating things gifts that you think people will put up in their home, this is a great paper to use.
And it's awesome because you can use it for different holidays.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely could be used for Christmas, fall.
And they do have Christmas paper.
Mm-hmm.
So check that out on our website.
So we're going to be using that, and then we're also going to be going over the 7 Gypsies naked envelopes. We just got these in a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to be showing you how we turned this totally plain Jane envelope into this really fun envelope using some Tattered Angels glimmer screens and also some awesome Tim Holtz stamps with some clear embossing powder. Just really made it fun. Actually even used some of the packaging from the envelopes. So we kind of went green there.
And the craft paper is really versatile. So you can do like a grunge look, you can do a classy look, you can make it pretty much whatever you want to, and that's why we love those.
It's a lot more fun, I think, versus using just like a plain white envelope.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. And then we're going to just go over a couple of other little things, some more Tim Holtz stamps, and some of glossy accents and pop dots, just some simple little things, and some of the Adage tickets, and let's get started.
Yep. So we are going to start with our first step for our card. We've just had some basic cardstock. This is probably the Basil smoothie paper. And I've cut it 6 by 4.5. So when you open it up, actually, it would be 6 by 9. So you can fold it in half and get a card that size. Then I have taken all of my Graphic 45 paper. And what we're going to be creating first is the little lattice like base of our card, and I just cut strips of the Graphic 45 paper in inch wide, and then some strips were like 6 inches. If you got a 12 by 12 piece of paper, they'll be 6 inches long, and then you'll get another strip that's 6 inches by an inch and a half, or inch, sorry. So to do this is very, very simple. Actually, Miranda was asking me, she's like, oh, I didn't know you created that. I thought the paper was like that. So,
you did an awesome job.
Really cool effect. It's just like if you've ever made a lattice top for an apple pie. And what's great, again, about the Graphic 45 paper is that if you don't like the way a certain layout looks, you can just flip your paper over and you get a whole different selection from the other side. So I'm just gonna do it just like you do a lattice top, where you do 1 over, 1 under, just like this. So this piece goes under, and this piece goes over, under, over. And then, so that's my first row. And then you can start with your second. Let's see, let's pick paper we haven't used yet. This one looks to be like, we used this side, but we didn't use this side. So this will be our second one. And as you start to kind of put it together, it starts to stay together. So it's a little tough, a little tricky to begin with.
So then you can flip it over when you're done and put the glue on?
I'm just going to flip it right over and use my Glue Glider Pro and put the glue on. So I'm going to continue doing this. And Miranda, if you want to start with your next step.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm sure everybody can kind of still see what I'm going to be doing here. So
I'm going to be making this little cute fan here that was made out of some Tim Holtz Adage tickets, as well as just ribbon of your choice, and you use the tiny attacher to get it to stay together before I put the ribbon on. And I've already got one part of my fan done, because you need to pick out 6 of the Adage tickets in order to get that exact fullness. And this is the product here. There's tons that come in this little package, so it's really gonna last you a while. You're gonna get tons of use out of this. But Natalie just thought of a really fun way to use these tickets. And what's really cool is that you can still see the words coming through by the way that we folded it.
Well, and we talked about this before we started filming, like what the purpose of this card would be. And so those little adage tickets kind of like their hope and dream. And so if you were trying to use it for like an inspirational card, then that just kind of adds to it.
Definitely. So you're just going to take on the edge and you're going to fold back and then fold right in the center of the word, and then your last piece fold back again. And you're going to do that to all of your pieces the exact same way, and then that way whenever it's being all put together at the end, you can see the word coming through. So I'm just going to repeat that process. Fold back, fold the center of your word, and fold back. How's it coming along there, Natalie?
Yeah, I'm just about done here because I only need about 4.5 inches, and I've got about that. So I might do one more piece here, and then I'm going to be done. And then I'll just flip it over and show everybody how I use my handy dandy Glue Glider Pro.
So now I have all my fan pieces together, and I've already got this one attached. I'm going to do the same thing with this and get my handy dandy tiny attacher.
Oh, the tiny attacher. Now handy dandy also. All right.
And then staple just right on the ends because you're going to be covering that up with some ribbon. And that'll stay together good. And then to bring both of your pieces together to make it a really good full fan, you are going to not only have your ribbon around it, but you're going to want to put some glue in between the very middle here, so that the middle of the fan, so it just kind of attaches it and makes it one solid piece.